picked by the Evil Geniuses. And what they will show here will say a lot about this series. They'll show something or they'll show nothing, and the series will actually end. That's how best of threes work. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters.
Oh no.
And we're immediately starting with something gross. Oh,
Love it.
he's gone up pop, and he's now wrapping this A site from it. EG explode out through Ivy in the meantime, but it's Breezy to open the round up on the back of that Glock kill. Now, Henny will come in with a response, but Breezy keeps giving us the goods. However, remember that guy? Remember when we were talking about him, how he was coming in on this wrap? Well, he's already in main and is now behind enemy lines. EG are both down towards Ivy side with the exception of Stanislaw, who is in pop and deals with Art on that flank. And so now for Serato and Henny left in a 2-on-3. They're going to struggle to get back into this one, and they won't. EG find the pistol. And I think, you know, this is going to be a harder one for Art to get up to his usual tricks on. Outside of pop or, you know, like main plays, maybe like a B upper flank, you're very, very limited in terms of what you can do here on Train because it is a flat map.
Yeah, Stan picks up the Zeus off of Art's body. He goes, whoa, what? Wait, why has he got a Zeus in a pistol round? A lot of utility for Furia there. But the smoke kit was split up, and so both players going down to the crossfire of EG. Nice start to the map. Getting some confidence back for the North American side. Nades. Oh, it's actually a flash. This is going to be a run flash into the window of the pop so they can go up with the Mag 7. Oh, it's crazy. Flash won't work though. Tarek rather, is above the sink. Henny knows they're up on Ivy. Scout out, mollied off. Still going to hang around. They won't give him the kill. Good patience for EG. Vinny's taking the mag. It did drop back down. So I like that. EG not falling for it though. They just wait. Very patient start for EG. This is exactly what you need on the T side, right? A lot of defaulting and waiting for Furia to pull in their tricks. Already, you can see, like, we're 2 rounds in, they've already got some tricks, right? The Zeus up pop in the first round, the flash with a mag in the second. Like, Furia want to get cheeky with it.
How cheeky can Vinny be? Ooh. Oh, you don't like it. I agree with Tarek's decision-making on this one. Look at him. He's just like, well, no, I actually want nothing to do with that murderous hole in the ground. Goodbye. And so he'll leave. Vinny, just the Mag 7 being there and being willing to do that on the ladder is enough for him to give it up. And so now Vinny's won out this little pop area. The rest of EG once again setting up Ivy's side. Henny going to be holding with the scout. And they walk into Serato. Oh, this little crossfire is doing damage. No. Yuri's Deagle delivering 2. There is 7 seconds. That bomb plant ain't happening. And they need the kills, which they are not given. Vinny runs away. And EG run out of time.
Gosh, the re-smoking on Ivy coming down at 30 seconds, or 35, I think it was. That was the death of EG, right? They leave pop late, they fake B with a smoke. Furia don't rotate, they don't fall for it. EG obviously don't want to go back into pop dog. Why would you when there's a Mag 7 there? And they go walking through T main with too little time. Furia stalled things out with an eco round. I mean, it was a force, sure, they put the money in, but that should never have been theirs. EG now buying back. Ethan to keep his Galil. Circus brought up one of his own. There's Deagles around it. Flashed out main as Ethan. Player did make it to pop. And I think if you're EG in this game, you just assume every round Furia have pop as the safest way of going about. You don't want to drop off spawn. You need to use util every time. Lots of methodical ways to get a player out of the ladder room though. Art's got the AUG and he's taken down Circle and B upper, smoking but not retreating. They're going to jump from above. Tarek tries to clear it. If he jumps on the box though, we'll make noise. Oh, he sneaks over and does get that kill to Art. Very quick indeed. The response is there. The AUG's given over. EG outside of B. Furia rotate 2 there. Still Vinny in the pop dog, denying this double back into A. And at this point, EG probably just have to commit, unless they want to go for the long walk back to T-spawn. And you have to walk, because again, pop dog is compromised, and you don't want to give Furia that info that you're running back to an A play. And so, again, time becomes the problem, as we saw in that previous round. EG forced into a B execute here. Furia even have T main as well. They've got 2 in and they're ready and waiting. That's their only smoke, by the way. So even if they fake this out, they've got to go eventually. Oh.
Oh, they leave it long enough so that K-Serato did second guess, but he is back there and then gone again. Oh, Breezy with the Galil makes it look good. Bomb plant found, and Furia likely gonna have to save here. Just give this round over, give EG that respect. I do think that Train could be the solution for EG, right? I think it's a lot more, for once, about them as opposed to about Furia. And you know, we were talking about this back on Nuke. I think that's Furia's biggest strength, and I think it does come from Art and the calls that he makes and how he plays. Is like on any map with any degree of like verticality, right? I'm talking like your Vertigos, your Nukes, your what's it called? Overpasses.
Yeah.
There you go, one of my favorite maps. And then even a map like Inferno, where, yeah, it's not vertical, but there's definitely more timings you can hit there and, like, more ways you can play with the aggression. I think it forces you to subscribe to Furia's playbook and play reactively to them as opposed to get to do your own thing. Because, you know, Art can just derail, like, set pieces that teams will have set. And I think that's why Furia is so good versus teams like EG who try and stay true to their style.
Oh, Launders now. Connor's gone, but Launders is in the Furia fan count.
It's a one-for-one trade.
I love getting
Connor in NA, Launders in Brazil.
An eye for an eye and another eye. And the next thing you know, that's 3 eyes, and that's not normal.
They're as split as we are. Harry, you picked EG, didn't you? And I picked Furia, so
Yep.
there we go. So
I
actually,
think this is the first time I've ever picked against Furia, ever. Did
How's
it
that
for
going for
points,
you?
did it for points, and it's, it could be okay, right? I'm really
this is all right,
conflicted.
this is all right.
Because it's like, I actually want Furia to win, but I want the prediction point for EG.
it's a win-win then.
So, yeah, you know, I'm not that disappointed either way. Vinny, we'll open this round up.
What's nice as well is EG didn't get to play the T-side of Nuke, right? So this is already like a different change. Get those AKs in your hand, get to dictate the flow, the pace of the map. They went 12-3 down in the previous and then just got swept on that CT side. Henny waiting, they could line up there. There was a low player as well. Yuri's pushed the back through the smoke and he's coming with another low HP on both sides of the coin here. EG is still out in the A site, but a boost is coming up. That smoke has a gap, and so EG know that Art hasn't crossed in, but this position could be valuable. Breezy's holding for it. Now they got the info on Henny as well, who gets tagged on his retreat. It got dicey for a second, but even with EG low, this is back in their control. Ethan gonna try and get that bomb planted. Cover from the pop dog. Stan won't let them get out Ivy, and they're on a long rotation. A wrap round to T main that's being watched by Breezy. No easy way back into this round for Furia.
Yeah, so biting the bullet early, right? Taking the save, coming in with an eco in the next. But that lets EG potentially, right? As long as no weirdness happens, which never a guarantee in the in a game like this.
Ooh, hello.
As long as no
See ya.
Henny, man, almost with the timing. As long as no weirdness happens, this should be a 4-1 start for EG before that first buy comes in for Furia.
Yeah, if anything, winning the Force is, you know, obviously it's got Furia on the board at least, but it's delayed their first rifle round as, you know, Force by Wars never net you a lot of money, especially on that CT side, where you're losing players, you're having to reinvest, you're not getting M4s and util and the Yorp on Henny either. And so, yeah, it's stalled Furia out a little bit. It's given EG that buffer that they so much desire. Arts with the Zeus. Of course. And he's going in a B. Seen EG be very slow on these approaches towards the B side. This time it's a bit faster. Art here's the footsteps. He's going to play close on the low ramp with that Zeus, hoping they commit. But EG have not just been running into this bomb site, been faking it out with util and going back to it late. Got that deep upper smoke as well. We saw Team 1 use that a little bit yesterday to deny any CTs getting aggressive in this upper position. Ethan's holding it, knowing that Furia could be on the other side. Flashed in, he's cleared it out. Full B setup for Furia. Great call here in this round. EG are wrapping Ivy though, so either selling the fake or coming in on a potential backstab at a round like this. Obviously not a lot to lose for Furia. And if the Zeus can find that opening kill as EG commit into a B execute, that could be problematic. But right now, going back to the pop dog, clearing that one out, it might tempt them into this A split. Nice double drop. That's a new way of doing it, right? Not on each other's heads, but one swinging far to the left and one dropping straight below. Means if there's anyone there spraying, yeah, maybe you get one, but unless the T's whiff their shots hard, you're not spraying them both down.
But that Zeus, boy, does it bring excitement into our lives. It's almost electrifying, isn't it? Then he gets taken out. Cirque drops a Molotov right on top of his body so that no CTs can reassume that position. And this is the outside bomb site's just falling.
Ooh, yeah, give it up.
Cirque playing with fire, it seems.
One of the things that's kind of interesting here is that, and obviously, right, this is a little bit skewed by the fact that EG/NRG in like the old iteration, right, used to always beat Furia in head-to-heads. But Train used to be like one of the go-to maps in besting Furia, and EG have actually never dropped a map to Furia on it before in history. Now, admittedly, they kind of started to lean away from the map a little bit, right? And we really see the frequency of this coming through for EG fall off a lot, normally reserving it for like teams that they can more comfortably beat. I think we saw them play, I want to say it was Triumph on it a little bit earlier on in New York, and I was thinking...
They smashed Rebirth, didn't they?
Yeah, Rebirth. Oh, sorry, yeah, Triumph with the Pro League. That's the one. Yeah, so they wrecked Rebirth here, and they also beat Triumph on it back at the Pro League. But it does feel like this is one that they like to bring out versus, you know, the teams that maybe aren't quite at this level. They did play Furia on it not that long ago at Blast Premier Spring, so...
How'd that go?
They won it. Like I said, they've never lost Train to Furia. So... You know, I do think this is a good answer. You know, Overpass didn't work when they tried to bring it in that last series. And so, you know, they've gone back to a tried and tested method. Now, Art going aggressive here with the AWP does get taken down early on.
Yeah, that would have been perfect, but he scopes early and Ethan hears it and turns around. Art actually walking through that smoke had Ethan looking at the ramp, so it would have been a free kill, but scoping just that second early. Don't want to be too late, though. But unfortunately, that is his undoing. And look at Furia trying to panic rotate towards this B-bomb side. They might have the right call. EG have been very quiet on outer. No one in main. Everyone grouping upper right now. Yuri's even pushing. If he dies here, that could incentivize EG to walk into the stack. The smoke fades, and Henny trades. Can he get out alive? Yes, but with a lot of damage taken and dished out. And now EG are realizing, oh no, it's a stack. Run, double back into the spray. Case Naruto was just waiting. And EG were more focused on trying to get out of there than even take the fight. Case Naruto picking up Art's AWP. Stan gets the bomb. And actually, there's no one A. Vinny's double back. Finally coming that, oh wait, we don't have that package. Stan's going to get the free palm, but Vinny could rush him down.
Yeah, Stan going to get the bomb plant at least, but this round has really fallen apart for EG. Everyone onlooking, watching Stan try to navigate a pretty tricky 1v3 clutch. And there's Case Naruto with the execution. Wow. 4 in the round and a second on the board for Furia. And yeah, man, you're bang on. They're so busy trying to get out of the situation, trying to get away from it, that they don't deal with the player that has them pinned. Me and Trace, we've been playing a lot of squad, a lot of Hell Let Loose, games like this, right? A lot of these like Milsim games. And Trace has always drilled this into me, that you got to deal with the situation at hand before you move on to like trying to navigate around and then like deal with anything else, right?
Well, there's something about the firefight here. You have to keep the fight up before you try to mend the wounds. And that's unfortunate. If you have a fallen comrade, you got to keep fire suppression. You got to maintain fire superiority.
And that's the key example of that not happening, right? They're so busy trying to run away and like, you know, like get the plan in order and just escape the stacked site that nobody is actually willing to fight Case Naruto. So he just gets to shoot people. And now they push B again. Yuri in with a double. And Furia now can fall back comfortably with a man advantage, even though they lose Vinny, right? Which isn't great. It's still a 4-on-3. And Art is wrapping the pop dog. EG, they do have a man coming around. It's Stan, but he falls. The bomb actually drops through pop as well. And that's a bit of a disaster because they don't know if it's clear or not.
Yeah, Art would have been backstabbed, but Stan picks up the bomb because it's in his way. And because he's not walking, it makes noise. And so Art hears the little click of the bomb being picked up and just 180 Stan. It could have been way worse, right? If he full flanked, he could have had a double as EG were watching B. But as you said, that bomb dropping and pop.
And I think what I was looking for here was the acronym SOSRA. S-O-S-R-A. suppress, obscure, secure, reduce, and obviously then you assault through the objective. Now, does that apply to Counter-Strike? Probably not. But in some ways, yes.
You can make anything work, Trace, if you try hard enough.
Exactly.
Oh, nice shot. Breeze was so ready for that. Furia back to this A site. Henny with a quick shot. He can't smoke the molly, though. He's going to have to rotate long ways back to the back lines. Bomb plant for Cirque and plenty of time to pick a position, but...
Yeah, I like how Furia have not even thought about the idea of, hey, let's go connector. It's kind of a waste. If we split up right here, there's more of a chance that we get caught out in the open. But now they know exactly where Cirque is, and that's going to create an even bigger problem for the Bulgarian.
Oh, quick flick onto Yuri, but it's actually Henny to pluck him off top of the train from Ivy. Round for Furia nonetheless. And to think that they had that in the palm of their hand, you know, with the bomb for them, without that knowledge, without that forewarning, but still they get it done on the retake. And Furia, a very aggressive round, right? Double upper push, rather, coming in straight away. They've been crunching this B area a lot in these rounds, right? With R aggressing through Pop there. He's been pushing with the AWP on upper as well. K-Serato 2, double setup have been Furia on this B bomb site many a round. Connor and Launder's obviously been covering DreamHack as well, going on at the same time as this event. Been some sick games over there, so definitely keep your eyes on Open Full 2020. We had that Astralis Heroic game that went to like 4 overtimes. Yeah. I was watching the Endpoint G2 matchup the other morning. I don't know. That was entertaining, but... it
was a little bit of both, if I remember right.
Yeah, who knows at this point? What are time zones anyway?
All the days are all just one big day. And for Furia, this day could be getting a little bit longer, pending the outcome of this round. Circle on an op, but so is Henny. We've seen Henny be real quick with it before, but he's not going to get tested just yet. That Molotov's going to stop him in their tracks. EG, we're a little bit fragmented there on their approach. Now they drop another Molotov, which immediately gets extinguished. That's going to cause a rotation right now. They don't want to take any chances that this inner sight could fall.
Oh, that nade could have been really good, just avoided by EG. Vinny in the pop, and they know these flanks have been coming through as well. He's making his presence known with shots going up, so EG have to be so aware as they try and take B yet again. Look at the upper push. Furia doing it once more, and Cirque, he's here watching at least, but he's lining up Util now. The timing gets the better of him, and they line up for Art. Yuri's gone, but Art aggresses further forward. This man just doesn't stop, but now finally Ethan puts him to rest. There's the flank up pop. Vinny making noise, and now they know he's in his backline. Now they're scared of a B stack, so they go back to deal with him. As the smoke blooms, Cirque hits the shot, makes a lovely jump up to go back to the pop. 2-on-3. Furia 1-1 right now, faking the pop dog, but will they go back towards this B play? Now would be the right time. K-Serato's killed the A player. Cirque losing the bomb as well. How does K-Serato put up 2 there? I don't know. And it's Ethan very low, 20 seconds on this clock, and he sees K-Serato. That's a nice shot. Henny coming from Con has been a typical rotation as well, and so Ethan smokes it off, but he could just rush this smoke. Oh, he's walked through. Ethan has no idea, and it's the AWP wallbang headshot to close it out for Furia.
Easy peasy. By that, I mean real close.
Great timing on that upper re-aggression for Furia, man. If they're not doing it straight away, they're doing it right as you pull out your nades. EG just hitting some of the most unfortunate timings. They have to be ready for everything. Double upper push, pop push again. It's just an identical play to the previous round and an identical result. Furia getting it done in the retake. Henny with the AWP shot to finish it off. Deja vu right now here on Train. And 4-4. Good start for EG, but it's starting to slip through their fingers yet again.
Oh, this could be an all-in B play. And it looks to be exactly that. They just run it down. Oh. They run into Yuri. And Art on this rotate as well, putting up 1 onto those ramp players. This B rush has absolutely been thwarted by Furia. Now, Stan is deeper than perhaps they're ready for, but they actually just pincer him. Oh, man, this is brutal. This is a very, very good CT side thus far. And, you know, I was struggling to see ways in which guys like Art or, you know, just all of Furia for that matter would be able to keep these aggressive tendencies up on this map. They've shown us the light, and they've shown us that Pop and this B upper area is the perfect area to play in tandem if you're going to go aggro with one another. And it's working really, really well.
Yeah, and the one round EG rush B, right? The smoke on the molly lands immediately. No one even takes damage, but obviously Furia are a double inner. Art playing close. Spam from a player back in connector as well. There's just no getting through. Pistols out for EG, broken by now. Smoke's on the A site. Bit of a mid-round execute coming through. Vinny and the Pop pushes past the Molotov, but they can't really spam him back with only pistols. Ooh, okay. They throw a smoke over A, and they actually head B with these fake smokes. Everyone running as well. Vinny's going to hear these footsteps from Cirque, and so will Yuri stay at this B bomb site. In fact, he's even getting closer. The nade could be catastrophic, and the spray behind it, great damage done. Oh my, they're getting shredded right now. That's one kill onto Yuri, but can they even get the gun? Henny's trying to stop them from doing so. He gets dinked, but he finds the shots down with the plant. It's something for EG, but they put so much money in the round. It's not like they even make much back. Obviously, lots of loss bonus, plus the 800 will mean a buy can come up, but you're not doing damage to the Fury economy there. You take one gun away, and they're up to 6.
And they've really turned this one around on its head, Hugo, is what you got to pay attention to. Furia were just down. Now they're up to that 6 that you're talking about. So that turning point came at a pretty crucial time in the first half of play here. We find ourselves on round number 11, and we also see money still in the EG bank account. Bomb plant will help that.
Yeah, it's that consistent pop dog control that Fury have had every single round that, again, nets them the information that, okay, these smokes are on A, but I hear 2 guys running inner. There's no one out main yet. Watch out. Yuri about to rotate, decides against it, goes into the site and puts up one hell of a hold. So, yeah, strong stuff for Fury again. Molly's in main, lots of utility assaulting this A site. Furia, I think EG are done with B, and they're probably right for the time being. 2 there keeping up that pressure. Vinny in the Pop, 4 on the outside though, and back to Ivy for EG. Oh, the jump check, and he gets tapped. That's fine. He's going to smoke it off and fall back, as will EG. Having to respect the utility. Vinny, Pop, Molly, still back up and survive. Oh, nades though. Bada boom. Down to 30, pretty good damage to the double drop. Again, he can't even get 1, but 1, exactly the amount of health Ethan has. And Art obviously just walks through the B ramp smoke, because why wouldn't he at this point? Tarek's ready, EG finally with an answer, but are they ready for another man here? Yuri lets him pass. This is a backstab, and it's beautiful work from Yuri. 2 kills, B is gone. EG committing to the Ivy take, and Yuri knows that in his clear as well, keeping both Furia players on this A site ready and waiting.
Everything about that is just genius. It is just unreal. Serato holding for the cross, spots them going to Yuri. Yuri's already here, by the way. He thought he was up a B, but no way. Oh, nade hits Cirque in the face, and Yuri in with the ace. It's 7 on the board for Furia. And man, this is so well called right now. That is so right. So Art goes aggressive, and Yuri is purposefully a little bit behind on the spacing. So if Art does die to these Pop players, they think that
I think it hit him in the forehead, actually.
Yeah, they then think that, you know, we've dealt with the player aggroing B, we've dealt with Art going aggressive. They run, they completely discount Yuri, who's waiting. And that's what I love about this aggression from Furia. Like, it's never just blindly, like, charging in, like, 1,000,000,000% uncalculated and just hoping that you doing the unexpected works. There's always, like, a little added layer of genius behind it, so that, you know, if it does end up with Art just running in and dying and not really doing anything, it's not in vain. You know, you still set someone up, even if it required somebody to get dropped on your side to do it. That's huge brain. That's the thing. I really hope Furia win this event. Like, being real, I think it would be sick to get to see them at the Global Challenge LAN, because for me, that is where this gets exciting. Like, Furia have just had months now getting warmed up, getting hot in NA, really starting to believe, really starting to just make the competition up against some of NA's finest look easy. They flash Serato in, and he does get bested by Stan.
Okay, finally a chance for EG. They got great control. The bomb's coming down B, but the B players are watching the spawn as that's where Sir comes from, upgrading his gun and a bomb plant. This is a rare position for EG to be in control. The first since Furia started buying up, and Yuri still in spawn, still being a nuisance. Retake situation for Furia, smoked in the connector, and Cirque fighting into CT. That's a big kill. Cirque showing up in this round. Vinny trying to come through that con smoke, but Cirque can stop him as he jumps up. Vinny gets the kill, and they don't know about Ethan. Tarek firing off from a range. Ethan's still close, and Henny misses this shot. Finally, EG, they break the curse. They get a rifle round under their wing.
And it's some sort of showing, especially since this half starts to draw to a close. You think about what Furia just showed us on Nuke, when they were absolutely running the board. They had the map under the control just about at every turn. And they've started to give us a little bit of that again here in this first half. Just a little bit.
Yeah, given how aggressive they are on the CT side, right, I can't wait to see what Furia's T side has to offer as well. That's going to be terrifying. Oh, so close. Henny ducked below, though.
If Henny wasn't crouched, he gets headshot on the wallbang.
Oh.
Art's like, look, I don't need lineups. I don't need wallbangs. I will walk into you and I will beat you in an even fight. And so for EG, you won't believe it, they're just going to go back to a B play, but hidden up on top of the trains is a guy called Yuri, and he's been quite the problem at this B site. Now Tarek, almost got to the timing, but it's Henny there to deal with Tarek. Cirque is spammed out low. Breezy with a nice flick, keeps it up, and is in with 3, but he is all alone. They flanked around behind, and Art might just have this kill dead to rights. Here's the reload, peeks silently with the USP, and puts 8 on the board for Furia. The double AWP save, that investment keeps true to the Furia side. And dearie me.
Yeah, I do like the pace change for EG, right? They're trying to come up with solutions to the problems presented, but it's just, what can you even do at this point? I couldn't remedy this CT side from Furia. The slow rounds, they've been getting crunched. The fast rounds, at least entries come in, but Furia ahead of the trade game every time. Double AWP now, even continuing. Vinny back in the pop dog. Stats might not be there, but he's been crucial in holding this position and denying EG that 3-pronged attack into A. Stam burning, and he runs into the AWP. That's his only option. Ethan down in the smoke. Vinny, oh, he spammed him. He's got the shot. He's put him low, and he sees him escape. Vinny, does he want more? Is he lusting for blood? He's got a nade as well. Chucking that up above could kill Ethan, who heads towards B instead. No one's aggressing there. Yuri's at the back.
I like how he saved some ammo in Pop Dog, too. He knows that there's a chance for re-aggression here, showing some face. He did a lot of damage. Vinny's going to continue to try to press the issue. No one's home, though. They've kind of split this up.
Oh, look at the read.
Yeah, they're all 3 going inside. We're going to see 2 outside for Furia. Just 1 in Pop. Literally 1. It's Vinny.
Uh-oh. Now this, EG, they might know it's coming. They might be ready for it, but knowing it's half the battle. Luckily, Ethan wins the battle, and Yuri's dead. K-Serato, second player, same position, and better result. Double spray, bomb dropped. This inner stack is here to stay. They can't even get down the ramp. Breezy might entry onto Art, but he's got to get past K-Serato and Henny as well with the second AWP on rotation. Traded after 1. Cirque in a 1-on-2 for the round. And he's got the information. K-Serato dancing on the site and finding 3. Furia up to 9 and looking for double digits by the end of the half.
Nine to 5. Just like your job, Hugo.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Trace.
That's right. Oh, well. The IEM.gg/fancam, where you should go. It's probably full right now from the looks of it, but we invite you.
Back to the B-rush.
Massive aggression there. And he's going to find Ethan. Tarek with a response in the form. Oh, Vinny, sick blind shot. Stanislaus, see you later, bud.
Just from bad to worse, right? The situation maybe gets better with this from Breezy, but it's a little bit messy. And even then, K-Serato's here. Often when you deal with one and you think you're safe, there's another waiting in the wings. It's K-Serato.
I killed Ivy, go.
Oh dear, Breezy all alone has gotten it down into a 1v2. He needs 4 kills in the round if EG want to salvage 6 here to end their T side. And he does now leave himself in a doable round. Yuri has rotated Ivy side, set up, keeping an eye on Pop. 50 seconds here for Breezy. And he's hoping that Yuri is kind of outbraining himself here. He's waiting for a fight that isn't ever going to arrive. And so now the question becomes, right, Breezy doesn't know whether or not Yuri could be above Pop, doesn't know where Yuri could be, but he swings and takes that fight into Ivy. That there is Breezy bailing them out, salvaging a 6-round half. Is that enough for EG to take us to a third? Only time will tell.
Like I just want a time back time. I'm choked up, tell me how do I say this right? Cause you've been calling me up all the time and sending me signs and giving me them eyes. And you've been saying that you found the one, texting me drunk and you wanna talk but you can't say why. I can't get there and you know I've tried. You know I don't wanna waste your time. City lights, I'm looking in your eyes, but I can't say why. Doesn't feel right to call you mine. You know I don't wanna waste your time. I can't get there and you know I've tried, but I can't say why. Can't get there and you know I've tried. You know I don't wanna waste your time. City lights, I'm looking in your eyes, but I can't say why. Doesn't feel right to call you mine. You know I don't wanna waste your time. I can't get there and you know I've tried, but I can't say why.
I might be tired at the stones they throw, picking up scars and I hold them close. They shot me down, but I got this fight. Shine a light on me when my heart goes down.
Oh yeah, big clouds, ladies and gentlemen, big clouds. The nation. It's going to be that of Brazil. They have come back alive here. And what is our nighttime? Not nighttime for these fellas, but for us, we're jumping back into the semifinal. EG and Tarek on one side. We got Vinny, Art, and the crew of Furia on the other. Train. Well, it's been quite the roller coaster of emotions. Up and down and back and forth we go into a 9-6 second half pistol. I'm joined by Harry and more so by Hugo. Let's see what sort of tricks we got up the sleeves of Furia. Now, Caserado and company are just going to wait it out delicately, quietly even, stealthily over here in the top of the brown halls. Now, Stanislaw backs away, knows he's that only defender. Maybe getting nervous, so he's going to go ahead and get a shot, maybe, but more so just the information to call on the rotate. Smoke down on the lower ramp. Not going to be enough for the rotation yet. Here's a second smoke. That might be the one that actually does it, and indeed it will. They're going 5 deep down lower, Hugo. This is nuts.
Yeah, above the train, he gets a good bit of info. Furia sprinting through the smoke, though, getting close to Con, looking to sink EG into the depths of depravity. Are they going to wrap A through connector? That looked like the game plan with Art still in the pop dog, but they see presence there. They lose a fight, and they double back into B. Art is still out on that flank. Are they going to start considering it? Bomb planted. Art's timing is everything here. EG not even considering it. Furia obviously need to stay alive, but EG are getting closer and closer to these tucked-in T positions. Fury trying to buy time, stand with a shot. Serato dropped, and Art's flank, it might be too little too late. He's fired up early with nothing to show for a Yuri with a triple. How has this happened? It's a 1-on-2, and Serg stops the cross. No getting to that bomb today. EG are on the defuse, and they look to make this one an interesting match after all.
Man. Stan and Cirque alive at the end of the day, and the idea there for Furia, what we can only ponder is if they were going to go all the way and wrapped outside.
It did look like it, didn't it?
That would be pretty ridiculous. They're going to buy up 3 AKs even. Of course, you have to have a Tech 9 and a Deagle to accompany the AKs, otherwise they get lonely. That's just a pro tip.
3 AKs in round 2, of course, Furia.
More rifles, so to say. I guess you could consider the FAMAS.
No, we don't count the FAMAS here, Trace. It's,
okay.
It's not a rifle, it's a trifle.
Yeah, basically.
It's bad, and the proof, well, located in the pudding.
Which seemingly no one has touched at catering since it was put out 15 years ago. Kidding, there's no pudding whatsoever. There is a little bit of an inner hit, perhaps, on the cards. Stan, this only inner player, and you see the EG want to go for this retake style, at least for the inner side of the site. They clear T main. They're going to drop a smoke there, too. So barring Ivy, there's not really anywhere else to go. You could go down fast down pop. That's not the case. They're going to go inside. Stan sets up in a crossfire with a teammate and Cirque from across the entirety of the inside site.
Oh, nice.
Finally, the damage is rewarded. Stan forward, looks for an ace. And it's going to be Art that stops that. Perhaps can get himself a plant. Looks like he will. And regardless of losing the round, he does have the AK. So I suppose there's a chance.
Yeah, but his flank is right behind him, running through the smoke. Tarek dead, but he's done some damage, and Art should be overwhelmed here. Yeah, Ethan from above. And that's a retake for EG. Back-to-back rounds on this B-bomb site. Stan with a great hold. 4K spray down from upper through the smoke as well. And okay, this one's interesting. I like what I'm seeing. EG, some good retakes in this inner site, and now Furia, do they want to buy back in? They only got 2 kills, so it's not like EG are wounded and lacking those rifles. They had all the time to pick up their weapons of choice. That being said, still could be tempting for Furia. They go for the hero AK with pistols elsewhere. So let's see what Art can do in this game, in this round, not game. It's right now EG. They're not going down without a fight. They're not rolling over and taking it. 3 AKs now in the hands of the evil geniuses.
I see Art, I see AK, I push like. It's as simple as that.
Easy.
Yeah, they want to try and hit this B site, and there's a good read here from EG. They actually already rotate Cirque over. There's a potential of a fast pop flank from Ethan. Tarek is also going to be pretty speedy at the rotate if needed. And with how it's looking right now, it might indeed be needed. I do like how Furia really play around with the reloading. They wait for Cirque to fire all of his bullets, and then they push the ramp. Now knowing that they've got this little bit of safe passage. Now, what are they doing here? They look to push up. Now, they're going to plant down towards Con side. That does leave it out in the open. But Stan doesn't land the spam. And now with the bomb planted, Art's AK is very, very low on HP. He's going to give that to Yuri. Yuri, get out of there. Art's saying, give us something good. Save the round, Yuri. And now Yuri, of course, has less HP than Art. So that's just how that happens. And they both die. The AK doesn't get anything done. It's all left onto Henny, but they bypassed him for now. And then they find it. 9 on the board for EG. They get that retake back under control. They don't lose a single player. And And that's pretty huge looking into the grand scheme of this map.
Yeah, and it puts them up to even keel.
Yeah, you can see the game plan of Furia, always trying to get back into this B site. Clearly, they've done some preparation in this one, but EG's retakes have looked really, really good, methodical, not dying before the bomb's planted as well. EG are never losing players early, and they're just grouping in 5-on-5s. And you know, I was going to say play trade game, but not even, right? That's a clean sweep on the retake. 5 alive for EG, money building. This is a great recovery on their map pick, looking to take us to a 3-mapper of Inferno. Another buy for Furia, right? This is the full buy. They've got Galil's, but also the Orb. And back to the A site. Not been here yet. Circle with a spray, but he gets punished for it. Art low. Henny with the AWP holding outside of the spawn. Can line up a flash for these deep players. Tarek in the sandwich, taking a bite out of this round. The flash won't work, and he hounds him down, but Art's in the corner. He's never aware. And now, favor for Furia, but still stuck in awkward positions. And Breeze even spams Vinny through a wall. Ethan pushes up and catches Art reaggressing, and the spray onto Yuri puts him on 20. He can't even wrap. That would have been a free kill to Ethan with his back turned, but instead Breezy keeps this round intact and leaves it all on the Orb.
Yeah, Henny don't really know what the big plan is here, but now that you've shot, everybody and they mama knows where you at. That's a full-on 50-second save call there. Should he get away with it for Henny?
That's a surprise. Like, I know you don't want to give it over. That's one crucial part here, but not even hanging around in T-Con to see if EG give you a pick. You know, it is reserved for EG. They're playing their cards right. They know there's still time, and so they don't really give anything away, but it'd be nice to get one more kill here, break the economy. Maybe you can get given a freebie and maybe even consider getting back into the round. But yeah, just the full save for Furia and not the end of the world. Hero Orb around pistols. It's a bit of a classic. Usually on Art when they do that, but we know how many capable AWPers there are in this squad for Furia.
Yeah, and at least holding on to it, right, with the loss bonus as well, allows you to have an AWP in a round that you can invest in, right, that you wouldn't have had otherwise, and potentially you could have put in the hands of EG for free. They still bring their own into this round, but I don't know, man, it always feels pretty rough when your T-side train up against an AWP on the other side and you don't have anyone that can go toe-to-toe with it. Obviously, you know, rifles can beat AWPs. It's not like some, like, weird malicious game of like rock paper scissors, right? Where
malicious that's an interesting game of rock paper scissors.
Yeah,
rock
physical. Yeah,
like really just pounding your own fist in your hand.
Yeah, paper would be kind of useless there. You could win a fight with a rock. You can certainly win a fight with scissors. Paper, not so confident.
Have you ever had a paper cut, Hugo?
Yeah, but I'd rather rock someone than try and paper cut someone.
Well, what was it, like 1 million little paper cuts? That's one
time.
way to go out, I'll tell you.
One big rock trace, and you can get it done pretty quickly.
One big, like, A2 slice of paper.
A2 slice.
Thick slice, like thick bacon cut.
Delicious.
Thick
I'll have a slice of the
wow,
A2.
Look, Art down into the B site, and he's like, guys, I've rolled out the red carpet. We're going B. And he's going CT. He's all the way through. They're not even ready for it. Do you guys remember who you're up against? Art is in their spawn, cutting off the rotations. Left onto Tarek and Ethan. In a pretty rough spot as well, not being given anything right away. Vinny is in some danger of getting caught out, and if he falls in a vaguely timely fashion, EG still attempt this round. However, Vinny takes one down with him. And Ethan now having a clutch it big.
Yeah, Henny's up with the AWP as well, and Ethan's just gone straight away. Found 2 trades in the round, but not enough to keep EG in it as Furia get there first on this T side.
Something that we've worked on that's really juicy, and when I say we, obviously me and our talented observer team, is I noticed it now, and I've noticed it a few times, but I wasn't sure, and this time I'm 100% sure. They've set up a little bind to show the defuse kits whenever they're dropped, so it's like only in clutch scenarios, so it's not on all the time, but it's like when it's important like that in a 1v2, click the button, boom, you see the defuse kit.
Magic.
Click it again, oh, where have they gone?
Still there.
They are still there, but
Can't see
no
it.
longer highlighted.
Art's got the AWP. He's yoinked it. And he's running B. Look at the pace on this guy. Fast feet. Oh, and he's got the shot. Now that could bode him into a sense of, oh god, this B side being empty, but that's not the case. EG have put everyone here except one man. Breezy reaggressing from up, but they just cleared this. KSRATA had nades out, couldn't trade it. Bomb has been lost, and look how deep as well.
Look at Tarek as well.
KSRATA blows the AWP back to him with a nade, and yeah, the flank is here. EG giving Furia a taste of their own medicine.
I think Tarek pushed main, and so that's how they knew it was a B play. Because he was coming in, not from Pop side, all the way from the bathrooms, or the showers, I guess, is where he was coming from. So pushing main, that's why there were so many players at B so quickly. That's going to explain that. And I think that's something that Furia will have realized, right? With him getting that kill, coming in on a flank that they never heard nor saw. That should make the penny drop. And so now I imagine we see Furia maybe lean away from executing fast into this B site. Solo AWP, a hero AWP on Henny. I love Furia's way that they approach these rounds as well. Like, they're really not afraid to throw a hero gun in. And it's not always just like a hero AK. A lot of the time they go for hero AWP investments, which might seem kind of mental. Like, it might seem kind of crazy. But it just gives you that much more to fight with, you know? Like, it's one shot, and then potentially you arm yourself with an AK or an M4 from the other side, whatever it ends up being. And very, very quickly, these rounds can spiral out of control.
Yeah, the consistency at which Furia win those rounds is kind of scary. And look how scared EG are of B. Stan just playing for spot, jumping, and playing on the ladder. Info's there, though. They do hit the B-bomb site. Spotted, scope up, smoke down, can't see a thing. Henny doubles back as a molly hits. The bomb's trapped as well. Art is very deep, but there's no question mark about this. A re-molly, and Yuri, he has to run right through. He needs to plant. Henny with a shot. Cirque is gone. Art is still deep in this smoke as well. Plant coming through for KSRATA very late. Stan waiting in the smoke. No flashes to set Art up. He's not ready. Stan's already pushed in through. He's tagged, though. Henny with a missed shot. That could be everything here as Furia desperately try and hold on to the round. KSRATA finishes the job. Ethan getting very close. You can see the feet, and he takes off the head. Yuri wrapping the lane side. Ethan tapping the bomb. It's only to draw the peak down on ramp. Henny's gone from the nade. Ethan turns away, but Yuri doubling back, and they never knew he was here in the first place. Vinny keeps it the round intact, rather, but Tarek is trying to hunt him down on the ramp. There's the shot off the bomb, and Ethan, no time for the defuse. He grabs the kit, and he just has it, I think.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Oh, that was terrifying.
No kit, he would have been doomed.
Yeah.
It just happens to be right there at the bottom of lower on the player that was just tech 9'd into the dirt. Why's it got to be so close all the time?
Take that if you're EG, though. They're in control. Furia have won one round on this T side. It's been double trades back for the likes of EG. 10-12. Full buy for Furia. They've had guns in every round, it seems, but this is one of those proper gun buys. Orb holding the upper peak. It's actually a lower play for Stan, not playing aggressive though, dropping a nade and backing out. Breezy flashes into Ivy, but this is a nice off position. They're checking the smoke, and he's going to swing with it. Yuri still nails the shot. Of course he does, and that's very unfortunate for EG, who are now down a man at the whim of Furia, who can just do what they want with the clock.
EG with a gamble. And you can't say you blame them, right? That's kind of how you have to win these sort of rounds against Furia. They put everyone in B, and that kill onto Stan is going to entice Furia into the site. They don't check for Ethan. Ethan are next to each other, 4x3, hello? And now this site falls. Tarek pushing through the smoke, trying to play the trigger discipline. Oh, boy! Tarek!
Oh, dear.
That watermelon really not tasting so good right now.
He's trying to get as much as he can, but the second he shoots the player on top of the train, he jumps and he doesn't get the kill. Then everyone turns around. You need immediate kills there. And that's a 4-man inner for EG. They had no money, right? These rounds have come so close with Ethan clutching it in the previous that they go, okay, if they come B, we have a chance. If they go A, we save. And, well, Furia, they come B, EG, all there, and still Furia take the cleanest round yet.
Oh, with the money bottomed out, EG have forced up into this round. Now their hero weapon is a UMP on Stanislaw. Not quite as good as the AWP on Henny. Maybe he's still able to get up to no good over towards this B site with it. He has gone aggressive in the halls, and so that facilitates a 4-man stack over at A. They trap K Serato in main. Henny, sure he gets his shot off. Could get pressured here by Ethan, but they don't deal with it. And so Henny's still a threat, still holding on. Ethan just trying to take the AWP down, but Vinny's like, don't worry, man, I got you. And Henny then takes matters into his own hands, doesn't want to share with Vinny. And Breezy might just hold on to the AK in that B site, already saving. And Furia in this 3-on-1, it's pretty much a lock-in unless Breezy is able to catch these players over here, but they're just holding. Look at Henny's angle right now. He is holding for this push. Why this push? Breezy was on A, and Henny was waiting. My word, if you're Breezy, you are molding after that one. 12 on the board for Furia. No money left on the EG side as a result of the force, and this is where Furia should retake that lead.
Boom. Yeah, luckily for Henny, he did have some backup there for Vinny. And you can just see what is the opposite of a POG champ. Used to be POG champ. Hell, who knows? Either way, Ethan's going to be reeling it in that round, and now all of EG having to hone in on the bank account. The allocated funds. Not a whole lot here to run off of, just some fumes. And Henny, well, got an inkling somebody's creeping up from Ivy, and he is correct. Did he see the second player? Yes, he did. Henny all on his lonesome, and his team's coming back to help him out. Surprise, Ethan. And he's not alone.
With everyone doubling back, that gives EG the room to push B. That's where Furia were, but like, yeah, again, Eco, USPs, 3-on-5. K Serato's still in spawn, obviously, watching for this, so that's Tarek gone. And 2 more up for EG. Furia's just waiting for the kills, not even looking at the plant. Breezy's going to drop the bomb, in fact, but yeah, nothing more you can do with the pistol. And Furia, clean anti-eco, 13-12. This looks so good for EG at one point. They may have gone down 9-6 at the half, but a pistol win, a streak off the back. They take the lead for the first time since that 4-1 start. And then Furia right back in control, right back, steering the boat. And this buy isn't even amazing for EG, right? Like, the util's lacking, there's no kit. And think of how many post-plants we've seen on this B-bomb site. EG, out of all the rounds they've won in this half, which is 6 rounds, 4 of them have been from defuses. So no kit in this is a bit of a problem. And Cirque without the AWP as well.
We need Cirque to come alive, man. Like, normally, EG, their train is held up by 2 players, 2 specific individuals, Breezy and Cirque, and the numbers very, very heavily lead into that idea. These 2 are often the top performers on this map, and Breezy is certainly delivering on that, right? 26-16, 112 ADR, you couldn't ask for more. And now it's just that AWPing presence in Cirque. If we get a little bit more mileage out of, maybe EG can make this closer. Problem is, we're very, very close to the end of the half. The money hasn't been there to get the AWP here, and that money isn't going to get better anytime soon without round victories coming your way. 4-on-4, K Serato puts it back into the advantage of Furia. Ethan will respond. Now we end up in this weird kind of limbo in this 3-on-3 where Ivy's getting over. They do like a mini run boost, and Henny peeks after the fact. It wasn't even a run boost. All it did was give Yuri a little bit more altitude. So the crosshair was really offset for Ethan. And then Henny swings immediately into the peak, knowing that he's just been tracking Yuri through the air. My, oh my, that's such a cool way to force that fight into your favor. Furia onto 14 unless Stan can put up a 1v3 that he has no business winning.
Yeah, we already talked about that lack of kit. There's none in the round. X-Ray won't save you now. And Stan, he's already given it up, given it in. Furia on 14.
Yeah, they want to lock this in, and you can't blame them. We talk about some of the block here between EG and Furia and how this has just been a little bit more back and forth as of late. Whereas before, it was one team having the other team's number consistently, it seems.
Yeah, and what's crazy as well is each time EG have come into these previously lost series, they're like, okay, we'll pick a new map each time. It was Overpass, lost that, didn't they? Got wrecked. Train, well.
And Train was like, as we said at the beginning of this series, it used to be an old faithful for EG and even NRG before them versus this Furia squad. This would be the first time that Furia have ever beat EG on trade. And it would be the win that locks in another grand final, putting them in back-to-back grand finals here. That's quite the achievement for Furia. And this one is weighted even more heavily than the last, you know? Like for Furia, they want to be at the Global Challenge LAN. They want to be at a LAN by the end of the year. And they want to be competing with the best that every region has to offer. And I think, you know, if you make it to 2 grand finals back-to-back, hell, if you win 2 grand finals back-to-back, you've shown that you're able to consistently beat NA's best.
Yeah.
And you need the challenge. You need to step up above that. And so introducing them to all of these EU teams that have been looking really, really good, I think would be great. Because for me, I want to know where Furia lies outside of NA. Right now, they are looking like the best team in NA by quite the margin.
Yeah, and to prove to people this isn't just an online feat as well, right? With the Global Challenge, they can get back to LAN, they can do it versus the best. Oh boy, they could be there. They could be getting closer and closer. Broken by for EG. The pistol finds one. Nade is good though. Ethan dunked. Yuri just pushes off the back of it. They know Breezy's Ivy side, or at least was bomb train, so pressured in the sandwich. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. They will let him survive, but stand on the flank. And of course, Yuri turning around. The timing is too good for Furia. And Breezy's picked up as well by the AWP. It is beautiful for the Brazilians. 15-12. Uno más.
Por favor. Spanish, of course.
Yeah.
And no one speaking Spanish in the server, actually.
I don't speak Portuguese, so.
You do speak lorem ipsum, though.
Maybe I should work on it. Maybe I can get picked up. Who knows?
Perhaps.
Probably not.
I think it's just the evolution of your career. You know, like, you learn Portuguese, you start commentating with goal. See you later, Harry. Chomp.
Okay, EG still trying to fight for OT here. Can't count them out. 3 rounds away. Very good buy here. Harry, you talked about Cirque on the AWP and his need to perform, his need to show what he can do. Well, this could be that round. Furia doubling back to an out to execute.
And I think the one thing that we haven't mentioned up to this point would be the fact that this game and sort of the points that it's amassed for both of these teams, right? Like, these are your top 2 teams for the North American side of things for the ESL Pro Tour. And this matchup alone will separate that quite a bit.
Yeah, no lower bracket for EG to climb back through for a rematch, for a repeat. It's all here, it's all now, and it's all to play for. K-Serata got out, Tarek saw the leg. He knows, and he takes down Art as well. They don't even know about this second Pop Dog player. Tarek just trying to hold on. The molly could be a problem. He escapes, Ethan smokes it. Yuri spamming. Cirque on the site has been waiting on this angle all round long for the right time to strike. They're coming through Olaf. Tarek is flanking T-Con up from B. Yuri mollied forward. Furia pressured. 30 seconds, 3 on 5. This is where they got to come alive.
Cirque has been waiting all damn round. Is he going to get anything for it? There's one. Oh, almost the double. K-Serata finished off by Breezy, and Yuri all alone in a 1v5. This could be a very, very dominant round for EG. Ooh. Yuri at least makes it expensive. Oh, he hit Stan back in the connector. Wasn't even who he was aiming for. It's a team ace for EG to get 13 on the board.
Quick op maneuvering there, too. Beautiful stuff, really. It's going to force a tactical timeout for Furia. They sit on map and series point at 15-13. We've seen this before. We've been there before. How's this one going to shake down? Let us know. Hashtag IEM. It's a semifinal, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we're going to have a 5th place decider match. Featuring Team Liquid. Surprise, surprise.
And the New England Whalers.
It is correct, Hugo.
Oh, double AWP for Furia. I mean, that's the thing, right? They've got all this money. Hell, you may as well spend it, right? There's only 2 rounds left. no matter how you look at it. And so Furia slowing things down a bit likely here, right, on the back of the double orb. Cirque trying to get stuck in down at Ivy side, and that there is fast from Cirque. This orb was needed to step up, and step up it shall. Henny, with his, is out into this A site, just stood in the open, begging, fight me. But it's actually Art to get that first engagement. He does lose Henny in the meantime, and Art goes through.
What?
That was almost the lineup. He somehow deals with Cirque. Now there's a man in heaven, and Art, another. Don't get away with any more. Do not feed this beast any longer. This B site also belonging to Furia. Stan hears the footsteps, and he knows they're here. Now they're not ready for Stanislaw, but he makes a bit of noise. Has dealt with Vinny. Art just rotating away, giving up fights at the A site, trying to come in to help Fury out of this, and actually they're going to get the bomb out of there. Holding down A. Molotov's the connector, denies that rotation for Ethan, and this is big for Furia. They get that bomb out of B, and now they're set up for an A-side play. Art throws the AWP away, doesn't want anything to do with it. Has the AK to fight alongside Yuri. And these two have had an incredible game on the Furia side. It's EG feeling all the pressure right now, the clock against them, the rounds against them, the game potentially about to slip through their fingers. Yuri spots a man in pop, is going to let him out, and he does get to the E-box, but Yuri with the swing, and it's all left on to Ethan. He looks for the trade, isn't able to find it. Smoke on the bomb. The tap leads to him getting spammed, and now one shot away from certain death. Furia could be about to do it in two, and they are. It's Art to lock